basketball fans, and welcome to the Red Zone here at Hicksville Schools as we're getting ready for boys basketball action on Groundhog Day. That's right. It is the second day of February, and I guess all the groundhogs were in agreement, too. They all saw their shadow, which 6 more weeks of winter, which is going to make Skian Ben Vandenbos, the winter sports king, a happy dude. Keep his toboggan out of the garage for 6 more weeks. About a minute away from getting things started. JV game first off. And, Jim, this is really kind of a warm-up. I mean, the varsity game, we'll talk more about it, but, I mean, the varsity aces are in a really awesome position right now as they head into the game here tonight. They got a lot going on this game. But the JV squad's not been – they've been no slouch either this season.
Yes, they've been winning their share, too. So. We'll get you the starting lineups here for Fairview. We'll start out with number 1, Mitchell Breckler. He's a junior at 5'10". Number 5 is Trevon Hastings. He's a freshman at 5'10". Number 24, Doug Rakes. He's a freshman at 5'11". Number 32, Alex Nichols. He's a sophomore at 6'3". And number 55, Brian Lucas. He's a freshman at 5'11". So they have some size, putting a 6'3" guy out there. And Hicksville's closest will be probably 6 foot, 6'1". So starting for Hicksville was Nathan Sullivan, a 5'9" sophomore. Trevadian Tunis, a 5'8" sophomore. Number 11, Braden Langham, a 6-foot sophomore. Number 12, Gabe Bland, a 6-foot sophomore. And shot put up by Tunis is no good, and it's knocked out of bounds by Fairview. And the last person, number 22, Tyson Cayley, a 6-foot junior.
Aces controlled the tip and nothing doing on their first trip down. Quick inbounds to Cayley is no good, and we'll come back the other way.
Reverse layup tried to be moved.
Yeah.
Now we'll get some 24. Doug Rakes with the 2-pointer. Or was that 3?
That's a 3. I was saying that he was the other side of the line when he let go of the ball, and a travel from the Aces will turn it back over.
Okay.
So had to make a quick adjustment because I didn't realize that they'd moved Mitchell Breckler down from varsity to the JV squad for this game and scratched Gage Hines.
Must have some illness. Got 3 of them.
There's a lot of them going on, a lot of that going around.
Trevon Hastings. Breckler with the ball. Oh, and we have a foul. I think Cayley going to pick one up. Yep. Yes, he did.
Cayley's first personal and team foul number 1 on the Aces. It's going to send Nichols to the line to shoot a couple.
One is good.
Not that one.
Second one is rebound picked up by Breckler.
A nice steal by Gabe Bland.
Tunis out front to Sullivan. Sullivan to Bland. Bland going to puts up a shot, and he's fouled.
55. Brian Lucas with his first personal, and that's team foul number 1. 2. Oh, you're right. Bland clanks it off the back of the iron.
Yes. He gets the second one to fall. 4-1 the score. Rakes, Breckler is around. Hastings back to Rakes. Breckler. Lucas with the ball.
They're looking inside. They're just not seeing anything open up in there.
And nobody's actually getting big in there. 55. Lucas puts up a shot. He's on the floor.
Sullivan with the rebound and managed to keep his feet without traveling, which was an accomplishment considering the way he landed under the basket there.
Tunis into Cayley. Cayley turns around. Short shot. Missed. Hastings with the rebound. Down to Rakes. It's long. Oh, wow. Play some volleyball.
Ball's going everywhere, and nobody's sure. There we go. Finally
Lucas,
controlled by Fairview.
Lucas got it out to Hastings. Rakes. And the Nichols.
It's an interesting matchup between Cayley and Nichols. Cayley's got the size, and Nichols got just a shade of a height advantage.
Yes. Shot is long by Hastings, and Cayley gets a rebound. Tunis cross court. Bland. Taken away by Breckler. Hastings. Breckler tried to drive inside, came back out, put it over to Rakes.
We're just going to reset here.
Rakes drives in. Cayley defends it, and he gets a rebound. Down floor, go to Langham, went down, gets it back out. Sullivan is abused by Hastings. Hastings gets the foul. Coach Blue going to call a 30-second timeout.
That looked to me like Hastings was going to see how far he could get before they blew the whistle, so he kind of be able to gauge how he's going to be able to play.
Yeah, he started overplaying him in front of him.
Yep. Like I said, you could just see he was just going, oh, okay, I'm getting away with it so far. I'm getting away with it so far. Okay, there's where they're going to blow the whistle on me, so I know what I can do and get away with now. Provided they remain consistent. 4-1, not a lot of scoring here in the last couple of minutes. 2:05 left to go in the opening quarter. Again, it's JV basketball here tonight. Going to have the upper deck here performing during the varsity game, and we got a whole lot of mini Aces cheerleaders in the crowd tonight.
Lot.
That sounds better than an awful lot.
Yes, yes, you're right. Because they're not awful.
Nope. It's going to be a lot of fun when they take to the floor. Always is.
No, we have a push foul. This one's on Lucas. Yep.
That'll be his second. Brian Lucas picks up 2 quick ones in the first quarter.
Tunis drives in, off the rim, no good. Cayley rebounds, no good. Sullivan with a rebound. Bland out front. Langham jumper from 12, no good. Rakes with a rebound, back up floor. Nice running layup.
It bounces out. They must have waxed the rims or something, because the shots just are not going down.
Nichols with the rebound, and Sullivan fouls him.
Nate picks up his first personal. It's team foul number 2 on the Aces.
Nichols, that's the first one.
into the game, number 11, Max Wanker. Wanker?
Yep. Nichols' second shot is no good. Over Langham with the rebound. Nichols is 2 for 4 from the line. It's 5-1 to score. Bland with the ball to Sullivan. Sullivan gives it over to Tunis. Crossover, goes inside. Shot up, no good. Rebound off to Nichols. Rakes down floor with the ball.
Go under a minute here in this first quarter.
Hastings with the Breckler. Rakes with the ball. Breckler. From the corner, Nichols, no good. Tunis with the ball. 28 seconds. Ball to Bland. Over to Tunis. Baseline. Shot is up and good.
It's at a 5-3 game.
Rakes into the lane, misses a 12-footer, and that is the end of the first quarter of play with the Apaches on top of the Aces 5-3.
And between quarters, we'll take a little time to say a big thank you, as we always do, to the Jim Schmidt family of automotive dealerships in Hicksville, Ohio, our basketball broadcast underwriters here on Hicksville Community Television. Again, a reminder, whenever you see Aces basketball action, boys or girls from the junior high all the way through the varsity level on HIX-TV, it's because of the generous underwriting support of the Jim Schmidt family of automotive dealerships right here in Hicksville, Ohio. Jim Schmidt Chevrolet Buick and Jim Schmidt Ford. And, of course, online at jimschmidtauto.com. You can check out the entire dealer inventory. It's kind of nice to be able to do that on these days where it's about 1 degree outside. You can look over what's on the lot and see if there's anything you're interested in. And, of course, if you don't see the vehicle that you'd like to, that you are interested in, let the folks at Jim Schmidt know. They always do their best to find you exactly the vehicle that is best suited for your transportation needs. All about service before, during, and after the sale at the Jim Schmidt family of automotive dealerships. Jim Schmidt Chevrolet Buick, Jim Schmidt Ford, the Jim Schmidt truck lot, and online at jimschmidtauto.com.
Yeah, they spaced the rows out well enough out there. If it's cold, you can drive through it.
And what's nice is you're always welcome to stop inside. They always got nice coffee going and popcorn and stuff, so you can always stop in. You don't even have to. You can just come in for a quick warm me up if you need to. Yeah, I'd like to see a dealership down there.
Rakes. Schooley on him. Nichols out to Breckler. Hastings down inside. Sullivan knocks it away. It's going to be off of Schooley. Fairview ball. Rakes puts it into Breckler. Back up on the point. Sullivan cuts him off. Hastings with the ball in the corner, Rakes. Back to Hastings, tried to go baseline. He was in the lane, he just traveled.
Give the Aces defense credit. They've been stymieing them pretty good.
Yeah, they, help out. Do their help coverage, they fill in.
See some full court pressure from the Apaches here.
Schooley down to Sullivan off his hands, and it belongs to Rakes. Hastings up on the point now. Hastings in the lane, 10-footer is no good. Schooley with a rebound. Boy, nobody's sitting tonight.
Yeah, they just put a lid on the bucket.
Tunis, his shot's blocked. Picked up by Schooley. Tunis back, goes into opening ball, stolen from him by
It's number
Wanker.
11. Yeah.
Breckler out to Rakes. There's a good cut, and he didn't get. So Rakes outside. Ball deflected out of bounds by Langham. Rakes was bland on him. Hastings tries to work around Bland, can't do it. Over to Rakes. Rakes tries to spin. Breckler to the hoop, get cut off. Rakes from outside, it's long, and Tunis with the rebound. Pass to Schooley. Give it to Bland.
Up and in.
How many steps does he get?
I'm not sure, but nobody blew a whistle, so I didn't see nothing.
Yeah, I didn't see anything. 5-5.
That's going to be over in the back. Yep. So Bland's bucket ties it at 5. 2.5 minutes to go before halftime.
Tunis into Langham. Bland in the lane, 12-footer, is no good. Nichols with the rebound. Gets it up to Rakes, down to Breckler. Breckler throws it out front. Bland tried to bend the door.
He almost exited to the parking lot. It'll be Fairview's ball. 2:10 left to go here in the half.
Rakes inbound under the basket. Nichols. Nichols tries to spin, can't get the shot. And Breckler in the lane, 8-footer is no good. Wanker, and it comes back up on top, or Rakes has it.
Under 2 minutes now.
Langham stops Rakes. Nichols. Rakes down inside again.
They must not have a lot of faith in perimeter shooting, Jim, because they are not pulling the trigger from out on the perimeter where they might loosen things up inside.
Well,
And their big man, number 32, I mean, he's not jumping up and taking any shots over the top of people defending him.
No.
So
they're not really attacking the creases that you're supposed to.
They're moving the ball around a lot.
There's
but
a
they're
crease.
Not, there we go.
There you go. Missed the shot. Oh, we got a foul. Somebody was hanging on to Wanker. It's Tunis or Sullivan. I'm sorry.
Sullivan picks up his second. They're saying they move the ball around a lot, Jim, but they really nothing happens.
Right. See, one thing they set picks, but in between setting picks, then they cut in front of the guy with the ball. Nice pass inside.
Well, move it around now as we get down below 30 seconds. Still tied at 5.
There's been one basket scored this game, in this quarter.
Yep, like I said, it's not been an offensive showcase by any means.
Still hasn't.
And they're down below 10 seconds.
Hastings, and he misses a layup.
And that's going to,
Three shots.
They need to take the shot. Tunis, nope.
Wow.
Okay.
5-5.
So, not the most, I mean, it's not that it hasn't been a fun game to watch, but
It's a defensive
yeah,
game.
it's one of those games that the aficionados of basketball enjoy.
Yes.
So we're tied at 5 at the half, and Jim and I are going to take a break. We invite you to stay tuned, however. We will be back, and we'll have all the exciting, well, we hope it's exciting second half play-by-play coming your way right here on HIX-TV.
See some.
Welcome back, and in case you're just joining us, it's halftime. Junior varsity action here on this Friday night on February 2nd, and at the half, we're all tied up at 5. That's right, 5 points each. As I said, there's been a lot of up and down the floor, a lot of ball movement, a lot of setting up plays, just not a lot of scoring happening. And the unofficial scoring, Jim, we weren't worried about getting started in time and getting it all in before the tip-off of the second half. For the visiting Fairview Apaches, Alex Nichols, a couple of free throws for 2 and a three-pointer from Doug Rakes for 3, makes up their 5 points. And on the other side of the coin, Tunis with a field goal for 2. Gabe Bland had a bucket for 2 and a free throw for 1 for 3. And there's their 5 points. So there you go.
That was easy.
They should all be so easy.
Yeah. Right.
Had a good exhibition at halftime with the Mini Aces cheerleaders here. They're going to be performing, doing various things throughout the evening. They had their first little exhibition. Crowd loved it, seeing the little gals out there cheering away. And Jim Seiler and I are settling ourselves in for the second half of this junior varsity game. And again, Jim, evidently either the coach doesn't like his team for Fairview, the Fairview coach doesn't like him taking three-point shots, or they don't have anybody that can shoot from out there around the three-point arc.
Rakes made one.
They had,
the first shot of the ball game.
And after that, and then it's not like they didn't have their looks.
Yeah.
They just kept on trying to set it and run their
They were
offense.
1 for 18 the rest of the half.
Yeah. Hicksville with the ball. There we go.
Breckler from outside. He
hits it.
That's a 3.
I think there's some Fairview fans in the stands asking where was that in the first half. Oh, Sullivan.
Langham from outside. No good. Nichols with the rebound to Breckler. Gonna come up the floor. Stop. Gets it back out. Rakes with the ball.
He'll back out between the circles and set the offense and see what they can come up with.
The spin move by Breckler got him nothing. Hastings drives to the right. Gives it up to Nichols. Breckler from the corner. It's long off the back of Bland.
Stay with the Apaches.
Rakes inbound. We got Lucas. Rakes. Lucas. Back to Rakes. Baseline. Lay it up. Reverse. Good.
5 points now for Rakes.
Lucas knocks it out of Bland's hand off the scorer's table. We got a 3-man trap right there. Bland, or a pass into Cayley. And
that should be a foul on Nichols. Now they're just going to say knocked it out of bounds. Okay.
Yep. Like you said.
An awful lot of contact down there, but
Cayley lays it in. 4 for Cayley.
Aces pull back to within 1.
Pass out of bounds from Rakes to Breckler. Oh. Langham's pass too long. Lucas shot's no good. Rebound by
everybody's
Hastings.
taking a shot, and they're a little too long or a little too short. They go in and out. And there's Tunis trying to draw the foul, and no dice.
Hastings layup.
Goes right over the hoop.
Lucas on the glass and into the basket.
Finally gets one to drop. And he'll go to the line. Puts the Apaches up 12-9.
Bland must have picked up the foul.
Yep, number 12. That's his first.
Number 3, Nussbaum for Fairview into the game.
Schooley will come in to give Cayley a breather. Nope.
Schooley with a rebound. Nice move inside. Tunis has 4.
Makes it a 1-point game.
Rapes. Gives it up to Hastings. Nussbaum. Nichols with the ball. Rakes to Hastings to Nussbaum. Bounce pass down to Lucas. About lost the ball. Rakes from outside.
That's a nice looking
Another
shot.
3. That's his second 3 of the night. Gives him 8. Jeez. Langham with the rebound and off the rim. Tunis with the rebound, and he is fouled.
.23 or 32?
32.
32. Nichols picks up his first. That's team foul number 1. Tunis misses.
Gets the
Travian hits
second
the
one.
second one. It's 15-12. Aces still down by 3.
Nussbaum turns, 15-footer, in and out. And we have Langham come down on the back of the shooter. This Hastings.
.126 to go in the third quarter. Traven Hastings at the line.
Gets the first one.
That's his first point of the night.
Missed the second. Langham with the rebound.
Here comes Hicksville down by 4.
In the corner, Tunis missed everything.
A jump ball.
And it's Hicksville's ball.
Say it's Fairview's ball.
No, it's Fairview ball. Rakes with the ball.
Under a minute to go.
Fairview pulling the ball out. Gets it back. Hastings with the lay-in and doesn't get it high enough. Langham brings the ball out. Tunis with 32 seconds remaining. Oh,
Schooley's going to get mugged. That'll be the second on Mr. Nichols. Haley will come in for Schooley. Aces will have the ball out of bounds.
good move, Tunis.
Get the ball right back.
Yeah. Get out of the way of that one. Pass down, Langham. Kaylee with a rebound.
Pushed out of bounds by Fairview. Knocked out of bounds by Fairview by Nussbaum. 21.1 seconds. Crowd continuing to roll in. Big audience for the varsity game.
Langham's bucket's good. His first two. 10 seconds. Rakes. Working on Langham. Nussbaum from downtown. It's no good. And that is the end of the third quarter of play with the Apaches on top, 16-14.
So we'll get ready to head into the fourth quarter, and now we're getting ready to do just that. We want to say another big thank you to our basketball broadcast underwriters, the Jim Schmidt family of automotive dealerships in Hicksville, Ohio. Both Jim Schmidt Chevrolet Buick and Jim Schmidt Ford lend us their underwriting support, make it possible for us to bring you Aces basketball action for the 2017-18 basketball season. We want to thank them so very much. And not only do we have the regular season coverage, but of course we look forward to the end of the month and the tournament trail getting fired up. And again, we'll be able to follow both the Lady Aces and the Boys Aces varsity teams on the tournament trail, thanks to the generous underwriting support of the Jim Schmidt family of automotive dealerships. So we want to thank them so very much, and we hope that you will show your appreciation and let them know how much you appreciate it as well. Remember, whenever you see Aces basketball on HIX-TV, they're the ones that help make it possible. Jim Schmidt Chevrolet Buick, Jim Schmidt Ford, and online at jimschmidtauto.com, the Jim Schmidt family of automotive dealerships in Hicksville, Ohio. 6 minutes. Mason Slattery into the game for the Aces, as both Mr. Tunis and Mr. Langham are done for the night, at least in the JV game.
Jumper's good. Ties the score at 16. Hastings with the ball. Rakes. Back to Hastings. Over to Rakes. Shoot the three.
Misses, and Bland grabs the board.
Sullivan. Bland. In the lane, Sullivan.
He'll draw the foul.
Number 1 gets the foul.
That'll be Breckler.
Well, this is a game where you need free throws.
Yep. Into the game, Heller and Wanker for the Apaches.
Hastings and Nichols come out.
Sullivan's going to have one more.
Missed
In and
that
out.
one. Two for 8 for the Aces. Heller, Rakes. Oh, he traveled. Lucas tried to move that he isn't built for.
Nope.
Sullivan up the floor.
Oh. That'll be a third personal on Lucas.
Oh, look, missed him looking low. There's Cayley. He'll make it. Not. Schooley out to Sullivan.
Sullivan's going to get manhandled.
Yep. Number
That'll
1.
be Breckler getting his second personal. Team foul number 5 on the Apaches.
Sullivan back at the line. What a pair.
There we go.
Nichols back in the game for Fairview. Wanker will sit down. And the Aces are up by 2. 18-16.
Be 24-16 if they'd hit their other free throws.
Yeah.
And oh, close. But he manages not to drag the pivot foot and travel.
Heller with the ball. Coming around. Breckler with it. Back over to Heller. We got a timeout called by Fairview's coach. Coach Jake Panico.
That'll be their first timeout of the game. Comes with 4:01 left to go here in the fourth quarter. As what has been a kind of a neck-and-neck game, a little more offensive effort on both the sides of the ball here in this second half. Like I said, tied at 5 at halftime, and so far since then the Aces have managed to score 13, and the Apaches have put 11 more points on the board, so they more than doubled their scoring output for the entirety of the first half, both teams. Apaches right now have committed 5 team fouls. The Aces only have 2 hanging on them. And
That's
again,
a good thing.
both squads have just burned 1 timeout, so plenty of opportunities to stop the clock as we go down the stretch run in the fourth quarter if necessary. And when we come out of the huddle, it looked like it's going to be Sullivan, Schooley, Slattery, Bland, and Cayley for the Aces. And Hastings, Nichols, Breckler, Lucas, and Rakes for the Apaches. And it should be Fairview's ball on the baseline. Let's see what they've set up.
Lucas with the ball. Coming around. It's Rakes in the corner. Rakes in the lane. 6-footers. No good.
No good.
Hastings to Breckler for 3. No good. Oh.
That'll be on Schooley over the back, or maybe Bland. That'll be on Schooley. Or Slattery, excuse me.
Yeah.
Nichols at the line. He's hit a couple so far tonight. All of his points have come from the free throw line.
Cayley with the rebound. Bland to Sullivan. Schooley. Down to Slattery. It's short. Nichols with the rebounder. Slattery gets the rebound on the missed shot. The ace at the Fairview end.
Carried the ball. I was wondering how long they were going to. He has that little lean forward hop when he's bouncing the ball down the court, and I wondered how long it was going to be before somebody whistled him for that.
Aces with a timeout.
Talking about Sullivan coming up the floor with his kind of a skipping motion. So,
yes.
Quick 30-second timeout from Coach Dave Blue. They're hanging on to a 1-point lead, the Aces are. And looking to close this one out. Glad to have you with us again. Groundhog's Day. Not that it's been a bad day, but hopefully this isn't one of those days we're going to live over and over again for a while.
Yes, really.
Like that movie. It's one of Ben's favorites.
You know, that movie, they said today that it used to be that there was, 20, 25 people watching the groundhog.
Yeah.
And they said today that because of that movie, there was 30,000 people there.
They said, I think Punxsutawney, Pennsylvania should make a statue for Bill Murray or something.
Yeah,
Making them the only place to be on Groundhog's Day.
Yep, hit the wire up above.
Turn it over to the Aces.
I couldn't believe that, though. Went like 10,000 more. Or more than that. It was 30,000 people. Are you going to call it down there?
I'm going to call that on the floor. That'll be number 4 on Mr. Lucas. Common foul, but that'll be the last one of those.
Yep.
That's number 6. So after this, the Aces shoot free throws. Bland, bounce
into
pass.
Cayley.
Oh,
good.
Nice.
Cayley's becoming accomplished at that shot.
Yeah. And he's quietly racked up 8 points.
Yes.
And the Aces are now up by 3.
Hastings to Breckler, Rakes. Rakes drives right, and we have a blocking foul on Bland.
That'll be Gabe's second. And team foul number 4 on the Aces.
Hastings come up on the point. Inside 8 feet, blocked by Slattery. Schooley in the lane, Bland from out front. It's no good. We're going to have a jump ball. Slattery and Lucas.
To the Aces, I think. Nope.
Nope.
I'm going to say Fairview.
.135 remaining.
Hicksville up by 3.
Rakes to Breckler. Breckler tries to drive in. Lucas put his head down and tried to jam his way in.
That's going to be on Slattery.
Yes.
That'll be team foul number 5, but in the act of shooting, and that'll put Lucas at the line. And you see people try to drive on Cayley, and then they just bounce right off of him. He doesn't move, and they go backwards.
You're right.
This is the first one.
Got the second. 3 points for Lucas.
Ace is still up by a bucket.
Sullivan rakes on him. The Bland, he throws it away. Intended for Cayley, he just didn't have the go-go gadget arm on that
wingspan to be able to.
Under a minute.
Patches could tie it or even take the lead on this possession.
Rakes with the ball. Hastings for 3. No good. Cayley to rebound. Down to Bland. Bland crossover and
he loses
takes it away from him. Hastings has it. Well, we're going to have a timeout called by the Apaches.
Yep. Saw that happening. I thought he was going to wait till they got past half court, but yeah, this is their chance to tie it up, maybe win the game. Bland, it's one of those ones where he's not going to want to keep his copy of this game tape with that losing the behind the back dribble like that. It was a great idea.
Yeah, but the guy was behind him, took the ball away from him, not the person in front.
So a full 1 minute timeout from the Fairview bench as they're going to see if they can set up a play here. A bucket will tie the game. They can hit from outside the 3-point arc. They could take a 1-point lead.
And my strategy would be get the ball down here and attack the basket.
Yep.
Get fouled and make a couple. Tie the ball game.
Or if you're lucky, sink the shot and get to take a free throw. And if you hit that, it's as good as a 3-pointer.
Yep.
And then just hope you have enough to either not have enough time for the Aces to be able to put up a shot on the other end, or you've got what it takes to hold them off.
Yeah,
because everybody's shooting has been a little bit. Everybody's gotten better from the field in this second half, but still the shooting has not been the greatest here tonight on either side of the ball. They get the ball inbounds at 24 seconds.
Hastings out front. Hastings drive to the hoop, cut off by Slattery. Now we're going to another timeout.
Wanted to see how the Aces were going to set up their defense.
Oh, Hastings getting the rabbit.
Coach Blue wanting to get clarification on a certain point or two from the officiating crew. I think he was primarily, he wanted to know where they were going to get the ball to inbounds it, whether it was going to be on the side or on the baseline.
See, this is a thing that's wrong. If you called timeout, the ball was out here, and they're going to take it out of bounds underneath.
So here we go, 15 seconds exactly. And again, Fairview will be trying to get the ball inbounds on the baseline.
Lucas gets the ball. Coming around, there goes Rakes. Rakes out front.
He's way far away. And if he's not careful, he's going to run out of time. He hits it. And we'll see. I think they got a timeout in. They should have a timeout with about a minute and 1.1, with about 1.1 seconds. As soon as the ball went through, Kaylee was indicated a timeout. So Rakes with a three-pointer.
Yep.
Fairview's lining up like they want to shake hands and come out.
I think they're going to.
And Kaylee was clearly indicating a timeout as soon as the ball went through the hoop with 1.1 seconds left. And Coach Dave Blue is just going to shake his head. All right. So
Once again.
So again, Aces lose one at the very last second, and you could argue it's not so much they lost it as the officials gave it to the other team, but that's the way the cookie crumbles. We'll do some quick addition here.
At the scoring here for the game for Fairview, Mitch Breckler had 3 points. Traven Hastings had 4. Doug Rakes with the big 3 at the end of the game. He ended up with 11. Alex Nichols 3 free throws. And Brian Lucas 3 points for 21.
Yep.
For Hicksville, Sullivan had 2 free throws. Tunis had 2 buckets and a free throw. Langham had 1 basket. Bland had 1 basket and a free throw. And Tyson Cayley had 4 buckets for 8 for their 20 points.
So there you have it. Last second shot puts the Apaches on top, and they win the JV game 21-20. Well, rats, but that's the way it goes, I guess. And again, if the Aces had maybe had a little better night at the free throw line, it might have been a different final result. But again, that's the way it goes. So with that, we're going to wrap up our coverage for the junior varsity game. We invite you, though, to stay tuned and keep your eye on the program guide. Jim and I are going to be sticking around, and we're also going to be covering the varsity matchup coming up here at the Red Zone tonight. So until then, we'll wrap it up for the junior varsity session one final time. Final score tonight, Fairview. Last second shot to win the game over the Aces, 21-20 the final score. And for Ben Vandenboss on the camera, Jim Seiler calling the play-by-play, I'm Bill Murphy for Hicksville Community Television, wishing you good night and good sports.